Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for March 2023. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You know, you could have planets in sign of Capricorn, you were intuitively guided, or it's weird, my ears are ringing, but it just went from my right ear to my left ear, and now it's back at my right. Very strange how that's happening. There it goes again. Just shut my right ear off. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. Maybe some of you are experiencing something with your ears. It's interesting because it's almost like I'm hearing like the sound of the universe. I know, sounds weird. Anyways, very quickly before we get into your reading, I just want to let those who don't know, my channel was hijacked at the end of January. And it was almost a good month before I got my channel back. And then there's a ton of, everything went private. Everything was deleted, so I had to go in, and I'm still doing a lot of work to get it back up to par. So I want to let you know that. But while I was hijacked, I did go over to my daughter's channel, Jenny Love Tarot, and I did your readings there. And what she did is her channel is named Jenny Love Tarot, and then she added with Archangel Guidance. So you do have some readings over there waiting for you. So I hope you go check them out. I hope you subscribe, help her channel grow. She's my daughter. But she's very good at what she does also. She does tarot, but she does a shorter version. She's like the mini-me, but shorter versions, which I know some people really enjoy. Not everyone likes the long reading. I know that. Trust me, I hear it. But I read like I read, and I make no excuses about it. So anyways, that's where I've been. I didn't just pick up and leave. I wouldn't do that. So that's another reason why you can subscribe to Jen's channel, because just in case anything in the future like that happens, you'll know where I'm at, or vice versa. And the only way I was able to let you know, because I couldn't even make a community comment, was through either Facebook, and not all of you are on my Facebook, or Jen's channel. So that's what happened. Okay, but we have seen the light at the end of the tunnel. We're in it. So that's what we're looking at. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with our Mother Mary Oracle, Words of Wisdom. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot to clarify or go a level deeper. We're going to use the Psychic Tarot for you today for your main spread. Okay, but first and foremost, let's go ahead and see what Mother Mary has to say. When I was shuffling because I pre-shuffle all the cards, by the way, and when I was shuffling this deck, I kept seeing miracle. Now, whether it comes out or not, I don't know, but I kept seeing it to the point where I felt like I had to say it to you. All right. It didn't take long at all. Okay, I was like so hoping it was miracle. But action. Today I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. Today I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. It's like cleaning out the closet, and then it's behind you, and then you don't have to worry about it. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. Like there's certain things that, and I'm picking this up intuitively, like, just clearing up, and then it clears away. You know what I mean? And we are in the energy of action. We're in Aries energy. It's no longer about sitting back, even though this is a very spiritual year. And it is a slower moving type energy, because next year is going to be a fast moving energy. This is about going within, trusting your intuition, knowing those are where a lot of your signs are going to be. It's like inspired epiphanies. Epiphanies. Alright. Must be nice out because I can hear sounds like a bike. Okay. Shout out to my granddaughter Faith, who is on December 26th. She's too young to be watching this, but I know some of you share her birthday, and some of you share her name. Well, that was weird. I have a feeling this is going to be a strange reading. Alright, well, hello, memories of love, first and foremost. This is the Six of Cups. But then we have the Three of Swords. It's heartache. Interesting, because we have completely two different energies, right? This is, the Six of Cups is all about the good memories, treasured memories. But the Three of Swords, it could speak about, heartache over someone that you had these feelings for. A 6 and a 3 come to a 9. Look how these cards are coming out. Alright, rest and rejuvenation. Rest and rejuvenation. It's healing. Healing of the heart. It's like you're rejuvenating yourself. And then we have the Lovers. Wow. And then we have, I believe this is Six of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. Material and spiritual prosperity. Memories of love. Material and spiritual prosperity. I don't know why I keep saying that. I just realized 6, 6, and 6. Don't let your head go to a negative place with that. Six is actually quite a good number. You know what I mean? It's definitely, I feel like an awakened number as numbers go. And what I mean by that is, I feel like if I look at 5 where there was change, then I gave something a good hard look. And 6 then is the movement out of that. So it's the action. Well, hello. Victory and success under the Three of Swords. A little strange. Another 6. You have 4 6s now. Wow. And then 3. It's almost like the 4 is the only thing that... Interesting. 6, 6, 6, 6. All great 6s, by the way. Alright, keep going. And we're going to come back and we'll talk about the whole thing. Alright, we have a 5. Financial and material changes. Under rest and rejuvenation. Financial and material changes. I have a feeling when I've been in this space of just kind of like laying back and allowing myself to heal, maybe having some realization, it may have actually even moved you on to, like, you might have gotten some, again, inspired epiphanies, and you may have put them to action, and it may be what's causing this material prosperity, right? Because there's change here, and then there's prosperity here, and victory right in between the two. I often feel like no time is wasted time. Even when we're doing nothing but just kind of laying on the couch, kind of just, I don't know, laying there. Many times we receive these type of epiphanies. We either use them or we don't, right? It's not required that we use them, but it's definitely to help. And I might have to close my door, or my window. Come to my window. Accelerated motion. Well, that's the Eight of Wands. Fast moving. Coming into the Lovers. What's going on here? She's looking right up too. She's looking at the star, but really she's looking up at the Lovers also. We have on the bottom of the deck the Five of Swords, obstacles and challenges. But you know what? I almost feel like you're either overcoming them or you have overcome them. Moving on. You know, it's almost like I'm in a certain type of energy. Where, you know, like I just went through this, where it's just like if you felt like a black cloud is hanging over you. You know what I mean? Like everything was going wrong. Like I fell down the steps. I broke my foot. Like I don't do that kind of stuff. Then my business was hijacked. What? You know what I mean? Like it was just that type of energy. Now it's lifted. It's lifted and all is right where it should be again. But, you know, and I have to say, I didn't allow myself to get too lost in it, you know, like I almost had the acceptance of if that means I've got to start over, then I've got to start over. You know what I mean? Like whatever it means is what it means. But I didn't give up hope, and I didn't stop trying at the same time. And I'm just saying because I feel like those were the obstacles, and the challenges are overcoming those obstacles. I know that you do, because I feel like that's what the Four of Swords is talking about. That's what the healing energy is talking about. And I feel like because of that energy, it's like it just feels like it's just flowing you on a new path. You know, I'm saying new, it can be an old path that is rejuvenated. And I feel like once these changes start to happen, they happen quickly. Definitely in your material house, you have the ability to, like, I almost feel like manifest tenfold. You know, like the energy is just flowing for you in that direction. Doesn't mean it's flown forever, right? So we need to take advantage of those periods, those pocket of times. But I also feel like because you're looking at the Lovers at the same time, for some of you it's talking about love, or it may be talking about both. Maybe these two people have wanted to come together, but maybe they each had their own. We have two fives here. They each had their own obstacles that they each had to overcome individually. That means that was part of their life, and this was part of your life, right? And individually. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot, and let's just get deeper. I feel like I want to go deeper. I want more details. You know, it's funny, I don't know what was making me think of it this morning, but I was thinking of my channel, and I was like, well, you know, I really should start showing my face and that. And it's not that my face is horrible or anything like that. It's just that I'm not one of those people who, like, get up and do their hair and put on makeup. Matter of fact, I'm the opposite of that, you know. And I thought, I don't want to change that, because that's what I love about working from home. I don't want to change that. So, and I feel like I would, because I'm a Virgo, I might want to put too much thinking into, like, oh my God, you know what I mean? And then I thought, well, just like the Queen of Pentacles, like she's more comfortable behind the camera. You know what I mean? Like behind the camera is where my strength lies. Sometimes I have to give someone else the spotlight. And I don't know why, but I thought of like Leo. Leo is like, and so are you though. You know, like the perfect energy to be in the spotlight. But not everybody wants that. All right. Tell me more, tell me more. We have the Magician, the Manifester. Right, coming right over memories of love. Sometimes we don't realize our own power until we really put action towards manifesting something. You know, in no way do I ever want anyone to believe that any like type of magic is happening here. It's quite opposite. This is, I feel like in our readings, it's always telling us that it is our own energy that really dictates what's going to happen. Like we are the magician. You know, does it necessarily mean I'll manifest that person? Well, potentially. I'm certainly not going to leave that out of the mix. But if nothing else, it's telling the world that I'm open to that. Now, if you're open to it, I don't know if the Three of Swords would still exist or if that's old energy that you were, you know, you do have victory below that. So maybe you were able to overcome that. Look at that, Temperance, your card, Sagittarius. Put you right over the Three of Swords. But this is about divine timing. It's about the right timing. You know, just what I think I just said. Like, in one way, manifesting these, you know, who's ever in the memories of love, doesn't fit with the Three of Swords. I mean, I get it, I guess, but anyway. Temperance is about letting go of control of how something must be and trusting in divine that something will be. And maybe it'll be better than what you even thought, right? This is like the opening of manifesting. Feels like love. Maybe some of you, though, it's Pentacles, and maybe it's both. And then what mirrors that is the Lovers. And then accelerated motion. So this Magician and the Eight of Wands right now are mirroring each other. Fast moving energy. You know, Temperance is a lesson in patience. First and foremost, like I've got to learn to be patient. I've got to learn to be patient. Maybe someone broke my heart and immediately I wanted to jump to someone else. And maybe that's not what I should do. Maybe I should take a moment out and allow myself to like heal as much as I can. But at the same time, be open to receiving. Because I feel like you are receiving. Again, it may be something different than you thought. Especially with Temperance there. And then victory below her. The Magician beside her. You know, I feel like all of a sudden I get this, like someone's thinking, I've been trying to manifest love, I've been trying to manifest love. But I feel like Temperance is saying, but are you allowing the energy of the past to go? Because what you want and where you're at don't mix. You know what I mean? It's like putting, like you're making sugar cookies and instead of salt or instead of sugar, you know, you put pepper. You know, you put something that just doesn't go. So I feel like Temperance is just a little bit of protection. but in a silly kind of way. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to protect your heart, honey. And, you know, like you do need to have patience for the type of love that you deserve and I know that you want, right? So, you know, I'm maybe asking you to have patience so that you can heal what was, so that what comes in, you're completely open to. Four of Cups. Well, just what I said. It's really the energy of doing nothing. Four of Cups, first and foremost, is about using your spiritual discernment as it relates to making a decision. Four of Cups is the energy of inactivity. It's interesting because Temperance is a lesson in patience, but you know what? At the same time, I feel like the timing is coming very soon because Mother Mary is saying action. Then we have the Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy. And then we have the Magician, like, let's go, let's manifest. These two fours, but under it is a change. We have, interestingly, two queens that came out side by side. We have the Queen of Swords, can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, coming over the Lovers. I often feel, though, this is the Queen, you know, like each Queen, if you think about their journey, like what is the Queen of Swords? What is she learning? She's learning the art of communication. She's learning that she wants to live within her truth. And she, you know, doesn't want anyone who doesn't. You know, she wants someone who's aware. This is someone, you know, in reverse can be very cutting with the tongue, but she's in the upright. So I feel like, you know, she wants truth. She wants honesty. Coming rid of the Lovers. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This Queen is someone who's been learning about love, probably in all forms. You know, loss and experience and adventure and loss. You know, it's all part of it. So this Queen is learning, you know, how to love herself and how to love another. This is someone who would prefer to be in a relationship. Like, I really, you know, like, I'm okay being single, but I prefer having that other person. So it's interesting because I feel like no matter the signs, I most feel like I want to say forget the sign. It's about the energy. We have the Eight of Cups, which I think is good news. The Eight of Cups talks about your emotional house. You know, like like what you store in that house. Heartache that's been stored within that house. This is about letting it go. Eight is about a new beginning, allowing yourself to have a new beginning. You know, some things need reflections, but sometimes not all things need reflection. Sometimes things just don't work out because maybe they weren't meant to work out then or with that person. Doesn't mean all is lost. It means, okay, time for a new adventure. Eight of Cups is exactly what it looks like this person's doing. And produces victory. Okay. Listen, I feel like some of you, it's like your heart is just being protected until you feel ready. And when I mean ready, I mean like open. Look at this, the Nine of Cups. From the Eight of Cups right into the Nine of Cups. Fast-moving energy. Coming over this change. well, whatever the change is, it's a good thing. This is inner harmony. This is where you are. You know what? It's like you're saying, be gone with old cups. I'm on a new adventure. And it's like, maybe I'm starting to allow myself to enjoy my life again. Some of you, I feel like I just got to throw out there, be careful that, if you find yourself like in a dark place, that you don't use alcohol or, something to, where you think it's going to make it better. It's not going to make it better. It's just, you're just covering it up, but it's going to, I feel like, all right, I feel like you know what I mean. I'm just going to let that be. All cups, Queen of Cups, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the Empress. Beautiful. We have the 7 of Swords. And then we have the 10 of Wands. It's like it's just telling me your story. Like it feels like there was someone in the 3 of Swords who became untrustworthy. Not just untrustworthy, but I feel like perhaps you put you put all the weight of the relationship on your shoulders. I definitely feel like this 3 of Swords is relating to the 7 of Swords. Again, in the 7 of Swords, it's like sometimes the energy I can't control. It's someone else's energy. And maybe sometimes it's just who they are. And, like, don't waste your time trying to change them. And that's exactly what I feel like you're not doing. You're not wasting your time. Right? You're not changing. Like, maybe you already tried. Anyway. Boy, do I love seeing the 8 of Cups there now, especially with the 9 of Cups right beside it, because it tells me that that comes to an end. Like, bye-bye, whoever's in the 7 of Swords. Then you have the 5 of Swords over here, with the 6 of Swords right above it. 5 of Swords is, it's like, it's about change, because it's 5, right? You got it on the bottom of the deck. You have the 6 of Swords right above it. So I feel like I can either leave this in the past, which is exactly what's going on in the 6 of Swords, or I can carry it with me. I don't want to do that. And I feel like it's more energy, or maybe like, almost like I've given myself enough time. Now I need to get back into life. Let's just say. But the Empress here tells me first and foremost, especially when I think of all the queens, she is all the queens, right? She's been there. She's done that. She's had these obstacles. She's overcome these challenges. And she hasn't allowed herself to be hard and cold to the world. She's the opposite. She's loving and she's nurturing. She's powerful and she's strong and she's wise. And no wonder, like, material and spiritual, which I think it perfectly explains the Empress, like, the human part and the spiritual part, and it being like allowing it to be what it is, like all one. She's someone who does receive, inspired epiphanies, but she gives birth to them. And I feel like if I give birth to them, it's like instantly. Well, I don't want to say instantly, but very quickly, it's like prosperity follows. Some of you may find that while you are alone. And that alone, we have justice. Some of you, this may talk about a divorce, and it's, I'm just going to say it because I got a comment where someone's like, if you think it's like you should always give up, which is never my stance. Like, hey, if something can be worked on, if it can be mended, then let it be, like allow it to be mended. But there's also free will, and I do feel like, sometimes it is out of our control. Like that person is just that type of person. Should I stay? Should I give up my life, my opportunities, my wishes, my soul's intentions, the adventures that it wanted to have, I wanted to have? No. So sometimes you do have to cut the ties. Sometimes the ties have to be cut. It's like, cut the ties, and baby, you feel free. Justice, first of all, card of Libra. It's about making you whole again. Not better than, not less than, equal to. It's funny because then I'm looking at the Lovers and I'm thinking, well, they are equal. Huh. Okay. Some of this may have been, for some may have been like karmic times. Like you may have gone through karmic issues. And listen, maybe some of the lessons are just like overcoming the challenges. If there's a will, there's a way. And I know that's easier said than done. But I've been in very difficult places. You know what I mean? And if you have the will, there's a way. Like I feel like the way will always be shown. Will we take the action? All right, I'm just going to give it one more shuffle, and I'm just going across the board. We have the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. First of all, it's an energy of compassion and empathy. It's giving to those who are less fortunate. It's learning the fine art of give and take, right? I can give and give and give, but do I allow myself to receive? And if I'm not receiving, is that okay? We have the King of Wands. Can be you, Sagittarius, especially with Temperance right above there, can be another Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. And then look at this, the Ace of Wands. Wow, exactly what Mother Mary was asking for. Action. This is the perfect last card. Here it is. Here you go, Mother Mary. Here's the action. And by the way, I feel the Ace of Wands is inspired. Right? There is something that, like, it's something that, I don't know, I almost feel like burns within me. And maybe I don't know that until I begin it. Here you go, Mother Mary. Okay, beautiful. I feel like this is a little bit about everything. All right, let's read action now. I think it's the first card. Yep. Mother Mary sends you this gentle reminder that sometimes you must take human action in order for your prayers to be answered. Such is the case with your current situation, where you may have disregarded or procrastinated working on a priority. Mother Mary is compassionate and understands that you've got multiple responsibilities demanding your time and attention. Even so, this is a case where things will stay at a standstill until you take steps in your desired direction. To clarify which action steps to take, sit quietly and interview your heart with these questions. What is most important to me? How much time do I devote to these priorities daily? What can I do right now to support them? Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise, because these are part of the answer to your prayers. Then ask Mother Mary and the angels to boost your motivation and confidence to take these steps. Take those steps. I love you guys. Get another motorbike. I love you. I thank you. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.